Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jayyduty here, and I'm back with another video. We all have a story. Everybody in this world have a story. Everybody got a sad story. Everybody got a story to tell. Everybody got a story where they grew up in poverty to riches. Everybody got that type of story. We all have it. You just need to change your perception of yours. How can you build a legacy from your story? This is your life. Stop paying attention to other people's lives and how people feel about themselves and what people are accomplishing. Comparison is the thief of joy. Pay attention to your life. I went through a bunch of shit. You went through a bunch of shit. The people you gonna put on this earth, they gonna go through a bunch of shit. Nigga, it's life. It's life. What you gonna gain from it? Gain a better perspective. Let me tell y'all something, right? I was literally just depressed 3 months ago. And I didn't even noticed that. I thought I was just intentionally doing that to myself because I'm just like a young ass nigga. I don't know. I never tried to show my true colors because I'm like, bro, like being depressed is kind of childish. That's how I thought, right? But when I had to when I let out my emotions, I realized that I was fighting battles within and I went through a bunch of shit. And, you know, due to me getting shot at, me losing a lot of friends, me going through a lot of trauma in my childhood, that shit just brought out the best in me, dog. Like, your trauma, your addictions, the things that you go through in life, the failure, the errors, the tribulations, it builds you if you just look at it different. I was depressed 3 months ago, right? And I was basically without a 9 to 5 for like a few months. Bro, I got fired from my job. That shit didn't have an impact on me. Like, it didn't really have a negative impact on me. But being unemployed just in my bed made me feel so laid back. And I hate feeling like I'm not doing nothing in life. I hate feeling like I'm just not accomplishing things. I hate feeling like that, right? So I would try to do anything in my power just to get off my ass. Because the more you in your bed, the more you in your head. And this is why you probably don't feel like you good enough, because you just always in your bed. You gotta go outside. You gotta go build experiences. Go work a 9 to 5. Go to that camp. Go work at the gym. Go work out at the gym. Like, actually go outside, right? So I'm crying and shit like that, right? And I don't like crying just being in my bed. I gotta cry and do something about it. But the reason why I did something about it is because I let out my emotions. You know, the younger me was like, bro, I'm not about to cry like a little bitch, bro. I'm not a little bitch. But I wasn't doing anything about the life that I was dealing with. I wasn't doing anything about being unemployed. As soon as I started crying, that's when I stopped giving a fuck. If that makes sense. Like, as soon as I started crying, I was like, I don't give a fuck about being in my bed no more. I don't give a fuck about these YouTube videos. I'm finna get up and I'm finna go work a 9 to 5. So I'm like walking to these job interviews, right? And I'm like crying. I'm feeling like I just have no purpose in life. I'm feeling like I'm just fucked up, bro. I got my head down. That shit crazy, bro. That shit was like literally, it wasn't even 2 months ago. I think it was like a month ago. Bro, that shit crazy. I'm in a whole better situation right now, bro. Like, life is so fucking crazy. It can change in a fucking heartbeat if you do something about it. You have to just do something about it. And I never seen a nigga try so hard to be the best version of himself, to actually fix his circumstances, and didn't make it. No, like, once you try, nigga, you will make it. That's 100% guaranteed if you fucking try. That's 100% guaranteed success. If you try, you got to put yourself out there. You got to try. You got to make them phone calls. You got to talk to different people. Like, you have to try. Put yourself out there. If you don't try, nigga, you will never make it. You're going to always feel stuck because you didn't even try. Once you try, all that failure, the doubt, the negativity that you've been thinking about, you're not going to be thinking about it no more. Like, once you try, you're going to forget about the old version and you're going to tap into this new version. You have to at least try. Right? So I'm walking to these job interviews. First, I set it up on my phone. I'm like, Jay, I can't live like this, bro. Like, I gotta go do something with my life, bro. I'm unemployed. I'm just doing YouTube videos, and I can't just be like, you know, relying on YouTube videos to hit. I gotta do something in my personal life. So I get on my phone. I'm like, you know, typing up jobs and shit like that. I put in an interview I put in an application with Taco Bell, McDonald's again, but it was a different McDonald's because I got fired from McDonald's. So I put in a different, application and stuff like that. And surprisingly, they wanted me fast as hell. Like, soon as I put in the goddamn application, they already hit me up for a goddamn interview. So I'm walking to the interview and I'm like crying. I'm like depressed. I got my head down. Me and my girlfriend, we on bad terms. I'm like, bro, I honestly don't even know what to do in life. I'm just doing anything so I won't feel unaccomplished. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm just lazy and I'm just not accomplishing anything. I don't want to feel like a fucking brokey, because that feeling of feeling like a brokey is the reason why I'm depressed. You get what I'm saying? Because it's numerous reasons why a human being would be depressed, but the number one reason why somebody would be depressed is because of financial trouble. And I understood that. And I couldn't just sit down and not do anything about it. I'm not that type of spiritual nigga who just don't do anything about their circumstances. Hell no, my nigga. I am tapped in with my highest version. I love myself. I love the world. I love universe. I love the universal laws. I love manifestation. But when I feel like I need to go clock in, I'm gonna go fucking clock in so I can make some extra money. You know what I'm saying? I love money, so I'll do whatever is necessary for me to make money. Sometimes you just gotta clock in. If you're a person that's depressed and you just don't know what to do, bro, go clock in to a 9 to 5, bro. Go make some money. Change your perceptions of 9 to 5. You think 9 to 5s are just horrible, but it's not really that fucking deep. It really don't, y'all. Like, I work a 9 to 5 now. I'm still on my purpose. I'm still ambitious. I still think rich. I want me a business. I still show up for myself. I'm still my best version. And I work a 9 to 5. Now, do I plan on working a 9 to 5 forever? Fuck no. But if I'm doing it for the right now, yes. And I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. My last job, I didn't like that shit. And I think God took that away from me because God knew the type of pressure that was on me, the universe. So I feel like whatever you lose in life gets better in the future. So if you lost a job, you lost a significant other, or you probably lost a girlfriend, or you probably lost anything in life, it gets better in the future. Literally, it fucking gets better, bro. I get paid more in this job. Nigga, I control my hours so I can show up and work. Bro, I can show up at work right now and they'll let me work in that bitch. I can do 12-hour shifts. I don't got nobody fucking over my days, trying to control my days because I don't like them or what I did or what I said to them. My manager's not toxic. They all cool as fuck. I get paid more. Nigga, I love it here, nigga. You get what I'm saying? But my last job, it was giving me a hard time because I was working with straight women. And y'all know, working with straight women is ass because they be dealing with their cycles. And you know, women, they look at everything as a damn problem. So it's like working around them is trash, right? And this job, I work with straight men. So it's just straightforward. It's just straight logic. There's no emotions involved. We just solving things correctly. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I love it at this job. It's better than my last job. But on my way of walking to the interviews and stuff like that, y'all, I was like crying, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I had my head down. That shit crazy, bro. I had my head down, walking to these jobs, bro. I'm like depressed, bro. I don't know what to do with my life, bro. I'm just like questioning my whole existence. I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do right now? Like, what is my purpose? Who am I? I'm still showing up for YouTube, but I'm like, bro, who am I? And I end up getting a job at Wendy's. They pay $15 an hour. I be working 12-hour shifts. Do the math. That's over $900 bi-weekly. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That's a good story to tell to myself and to YouTube. Listen, fellas, when you go through a lot of bullshit in life, it gets better. I promise you that it gets better. There's no such thing as a horrible life. Change your perception. You only think it's a bad day because you think it's a bad day. Like, it's only a bad day because you think it's a bad day. Once you start changing your perception on your day, I promise you your day is going to get better. Even when I was going through hardships in my life, I always kept a good perspective. I always told myself, I am rich. I am happy. I am everything. You get what I'm saying? And I'm living a reality I told myself. You get what I'm saying? And this is just the beginning, y'all. Like, I'm going to be fucking rich. I don't think y'all understand how rich I'm going to be. Like, I'm going to be rich as fuck, bro. Like, the story never ends, bro. That's one thing about life. The story never ends. And you got to enjoy every part of it, even the bad of it. And stop personalizing the bad days. It is what it is. If you had a bad day, embrace it. Nigga, it's a bad day. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. It's life. You're going to have good days and bad days. You got to embrace both. And you still got to show up for yourself. And you got to do something about the things that you don't like about your reality. If you don't like one thing about your job, change your job. If you don't like your household, change your household. If you don't like a version of yourself, tap into a new version of yourself. Whatever you don't like about yourself, change it. Because you can always change it. But you got to change the way you think. The way you think is very important. And show up for yourself. Anyways, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.